Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Tiandra Oriana. If you want to see how I got these perfectly bleached knots and this perfectly plucked frontal, then stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, so first you're going to need a mixing bowl, to mix your bleach in there. And then I get a plastic knife. You're free to use an applicator brush, up to you, but this works for me. And then I have a little comb just to get the flyaways, going. Some aluminum foil to help the bleach process a little quicker than usual, and some Clairol BW2 powder, the white powder. You're free to use the blue one, up to you, but this is what I'm going to use. Some Clairol 30 developer. This is less harsh and you don't have to worry about your knots overly being bleached. You won't have to worry about that. And then this is the frontal that I got. I ordered it with my ISEE bundles off of Amazon. It's a 13x4 body wave, and I'm just showing you it's like stretchy, and it's pre-plucked. This is how it looks on my skin. It's pre-plucked really good too, by the way. So, and then the body of the hair, and I'm gonna take some Got2b freeze blast spray. This is going to help tame the flyaways because you do not want to accidentally bleach your actual hair or like any roots, because that's not going to be cute and it's going to be a headache to fix it. So I'm going to get a scoop and a half of the white powder, and I use the, you see that blue like little scoop thing? I use that to put my developer in. And I make sure not to add too much because like you really got to eyeball it, because you want it to be like a toothpaste consistency, but like a tad bit thicker. Like right now, you see that? You do not want that at all. Like that will literally seep right through your lace, and boom, you got bleached roots, and that is not cute, and it's really annoying to like fix that issue. So I'm about to show you. Look, okay? So boom, look, you see that? If you could do that with your bleach, that's how you know it's correct and that it's right, and it is not seeping through your lace whatsoever. It's toothpaste consistency, but it's thick, like a little thicker than that. Alright, so I want to make sure that I'm really clear about this. When you're applying your bleach, and make sure you have a light hand. Like, this is why I like the knife, because I honestly never used the knife, but I do like it because you can be really like light-handed about it. Don't be like hard, like you putting butter on like bread or something, like I sped it up a little bit, or a lot of it actually, but I am really light with it. Like I think it took me like 4 or 5 minutes to do this whole frontal, just because I was being really light-handed with it and I was going slow. So you want to make sure you do that. And also I like to start from the back and work my way up, because the front of the hairline, where most of frontals are pre-plucked at, they tend to bleach more faster because it's pre-plucked, rather than the hair in the back, because it's like, double knotted. So yeah, start from the back and work your way up, and make sure you're really light-handed about it. Like you want to apply that bleach directly on top of the lace, not through it, like like directly on top, not seeping through it, because you will end up getting overly bleached knots. Once the bleach is applied, I like to just separate the hair, make sure that it's not like the bleach isn't seeping up to the hair. I don't really know how to explain it, but that's just something I do, and I feel like it helps. And yeah, that's just what I'm doing right now. So this is about 25 to 30 minutes after, and as you can see, the front of the hairline is bleached perfectly. Like it looks really good, but the back of it is, like you can see, it's bleached, but most of it didn't bleach as quick, so I did have to leave it on for about 50 to 60 minutes. But as you will see in the later clips, my hair was perfectly fine. Like it was not overly bleached. The roots were perfectly fine, just because of the way that I applied the bleach. Like I was really light about it, and I put it directly on top of the lace, not through it. After about 50 to 60 minutes, I go in and wash out this bleach. I think it's on like warm water or like lukewarm water or something like that. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. The hair is really brassy, like it's really brassy. You're gonna see it, the knots are. So that is why you should use your purple bleach. That's where it comes into place. When you see everybody wash out their frontals with purple bleach, this is why, because the hair is brassy, so it's gonna tone down that brassy, bright, like blonde color. So I like to part my hair into 3 sections when I pluck: the left, the right, and the middle section. And I also like to pluck the hair when it's damped, not overly wet. I like to pluck it when it's damped. So yeah, I give it a little spray. And I'm gonna part off where the pre-plucked section is at, because this frontal was pre-plucked. So I just part that out and I just basically start tweezing. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. Like, I'm a visual learner, so I hope that you can like really see like what I mean. And I like to make sure that I don't stay in the same exact spot. Like, I just go straight down the line, like, you know, left and right, back and forth. And I do that about 3 times, and then I will part another section of the hair off and then start plucking that. When you are plucking, make sure your tweezers are not dull, otherwise you will be sitting there for a while. You don't have to get the overly expensive ones that be like $20. I think these were like $5 and they work perfectly fine. So yeah, don't use a dull tweezer because you will be there for a long time. Like, it already takes me about 45 minutes to an hour to pluck a whole frontal. So like, if you have dull tweezers, it's just gonna double that time and have you sitting there longer, and you're basically not gonna be plucking anything. So after I'm finished plucking behind the hairline, like that section that I had parted off and was plucking behind that, I brush that back or comb it back, and then that's when I start to actually pluck behind that pre-plucked section, like you're about to see me do it. But yeah, I just get behind that line and start plucking, if that makes sense. Okay, so when I'm doing the middle section, I like to part it as if I'm giving myself a middle part for my wig. I do this because when you tend to pluck straight back, like when you want to do a middle part, you'll get those like bald spots. Like, I have seen people like do that, and they'll have this big old bald spot where you want to give yourself a middle part, and then you can't do a middle part, you have to do a side part. So I'm just showing you right there, that is where I'm not going to touch at yet. Like, I'm gonna pluck there, but not yet, because if I pluck it like how you see I'm plucking it right now, I'm gonna end up giving myself a bald spot, and you do not want that. Okay, so that's my side that I plucked compared to the side that they give you pre-plucked, and it is a huge difference, as you can see. So yeah, that is how it looks for one side, and I'm going to do the other side off of camera. Alright, so this is the other side of the frontal, and like I said, I did this off camera and used the same exact technique just on the other side of the head. But I hope that this video was helpful and that y'all learned something. And yeah, give this video a like, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye guys!